first things first, let's start with Class 6A and Central. Brian, take it away.
Central Bobcats, they're under new leadership as of last season. They now enter year 2 under head coach Mark Smith. Mark Smith and the Bobcats, they've turned the corner in 2024, although only adding 1 extra win to their district record from 23 to 24. The Bobcats closed the gap and now put their aim to an even better 2025. The Bobcats will have a new quarterback this season, but return offensive weapons to help propel this offense again. While the defensive captain Van Sickle highlights the defense, Coach Smith has raised expectations this season for his team as he enters year 2 in what will surely be a great season for Central.
For who I get to play with. I think I've got a lot of great weapons around me, and I'm excited. I've got a lot of people to throw the ball to.
I think we got a new good squad coming in. We got some returning starters, but I like the new group of guys that we got coming in, especially offensive line. Me and our previous right tackle were the only returning starters, and we got a bunch of new guys coming in, but I think they're going to do great.
And here we are. I'm joined by head coach Mark Smith, the head coach entering his 2nd season with the Bobcats. They closed the district, I would say, competitiveness from 96 points outscored, now down to 24 points. And obviously, in my opinion, I know that Concho Valley's tired of hearing it, but you guys have really turned a corner in just your 2nd season with the team. You get a full off-season with them. Just kind of tell me what you saw this off-season from the guys that really shows that Central's ready for this season.
Well, just year 2 for both of us. Congratulations. Yeah, it's
Yes,
football
sir.
time.
Yes,
the
sir.
excitement that you 3 had up there, I feel the same way. And yes, you're right. You know, year 2, I'm excited about it. We did. We closed the gap on everybody. I said we made people nervous last year. Okay, I want to finish it off this year and finish with more wins. Obviously, that's our goal. But through the offseason and everything we've done in the summertime, you know, to develop this team and to get them ready, I really feel like we have a mature, professional, focused group of guys. Their work habits are in alignment with what it takes to win. Commitment level in the locker room, show up early, stay late. They're out there. They're hungry for more information, ready to learn. I'm really excited about this group.
One of the things that, that we spoke about in the offseason when I met with you a few times was the mental toughness on the field and the physical toughness of the defense is something that you strive to achieve this season. I mean, when you play in a district that has a gentleman, Gavin Black, for Permian, averaging 250, toughness on the defense is what you're striving for. Just kind of tell me what you've seen on the defensive standpoint that shows that these guys took that leap as well.
Well, I think, you saw about week 3 last season, huge strides in our defense, and they finished the year really as a strong unit on our team. But I think we were just solid. I consider us to be operating at a much higher level right now. Obviously, our football intelligence has grown quite a bit. I think that matters in this game. When you've got situational football is what most of football is. And, understanding things and what you need to do down in and down out, and having that mental toughness and mindset to go with the physical aspect of play that you mentioned. We were pushed around a little bit last year. We closed the gap on teams in our league, but we weren't the more physically dominant team. So that was a major emphasis to us at all position groups throughout the course of this offseason. And the guys have done it. We've got record-breaking numbers, in the weight room. Physically, we're a lot bigger than we were. This game is won by big people, I believe, at the line of scrimmage. And we've got elite skill guys out on the perimeter. But, the big guys are the ones that control the game. And that's something we put our focus on. And we wanted to have real development in those areas.
Yes, sir. That kind of transitions to my next question. You mentioned physicality up front, bigness up front, and I think of Ethan Boyd, and then I think of you guys on this offense now having a new quarterback this time. You guys don't have Squeaky now. You're going to have a new guy under the helm, and essentially you bring back some tools to help him, Jimmy Edwards and company, Colton Hill and company, and things like that. So for you guys, how do you look at the offensive scheme this season going into this year?
Well, when I think of offense, I think of, 1, 2, 3, I think of players, formations, and plays. You need to get the ball to your playmakers first, and you got to be creative formationally to create matchups that you want to get those guys the football, and then plays come last. And, what you do, doesn't matter as much as who do you get the ball to and how do you get them the ball in an effective way. So we have a lot of guys. Our entire, tight end, wide receivers, running backs, they're all back from a year ago. A couple of our offensive linemen and a new quarterback, and Mike has done a great job throughout the course of spring football, the summer, and even in training camp right now to develop camaraderie and a chemistry with those guys to get them the ball. So it's been real exciting to watch and fun, for me as a head coach, and to see that competitiveness between offense and defense throughout the course of fall training.
Yes, sir. Bobcats will be on the road Abilene week 1, a week from this Friday, and you'll see Mark Smith and the boys this season. Thank you.